All right.
Just got back from New York.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What'd you do in New York?
I was out there for work. I was out there training for
Oh, yeah.
Alita actually did the same thing. It's just a breath of fresh air to be out there. There's so many people that are like actually doing things.
Have you been to New York before?
I've been to New York before, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
First time I've been there. First time I've been there in a while. I was there for. I was supposed to stay for 10. I came back after about 8. I was in training for 5 days.
Right.
Just like pretty taxing, and then I had a whole weekend to just kind of just trip out in my head.
That is really cool.
And I just walked. I probably walked several miles every day. It's nice. I love that mentality out there. Just being there, just felt like people were speaking my language. Here it's just so like, everyone's just patting each other on the back. People I was training with, I mean, they were just. First of all, I mean, they were the shit.
Right.
But like at that point, when where they're at, they were so down to earth. Like they just really had no need to be like pretentious. I mean, they were just really fun, down to earth people that were like doing what they love.
That's cool. So
without all the bullshit ego.
Right. All the
pretentiousness that comes with it a lot of times. Here it's just.
Yeah.
It was just really refreshing to be around people that were doing what they love and that were really passionate about it. Which I think you have to be if you're going to make it in New York City. You need to be really passionate or really rich.
Yeah, that's right.
One of the two.
And sometimes both can help too.
Yeah.
I bet.
There's probably like 24 of us in the class. And then there was 2 instructors for every 4 students. So they were really on top of us. And they were just pretty scathing. Really critical.
Oh, really?
And really specific about what they were looking for, which was like really nice. Really getting down to like the very kind of utilitarian,
Right.
Really kind of got it down to a science with what works, People crying in the class.
Oh, no way.
It was intense.
Oh, really?
I went over to Williamsburg, which is basically like an East Coast New York version of Capitol Hill. Like verbatim. I mean, it looks just like, I bumped into so many people I knew in that neighborhood.
No way.
Which is weird, I was in a coffee shop and I turned around and there's this woman that I used to do her hair like 5 years ago. This French girl.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense that you bump into people in New York City, even for being such a big city. It's like everyone goes to New York.
Oh yeah.
It'd be weirder to bump into someone you know in Mukilteo, probably.
Oh yeah.
I guess, and then that bought him protection with the bikers.
Right.
There in Walla Walla. And then slowly from that, he woke up one day after about 5 or 6 years of living that way in Walla Walla. He just said, God, if you're real, man, you gotta change me. Because he said every morning he got up, he just wanted to kill somebody.
Right.
Just beat somebody's brains, and he was so mad, so angry. His life just had no meaning for him at all. And he was only 17 when he fell, and he's looking at 20 years.
Wow.
He got a 24-year sentence. And his lawyer says, well, hey, I can get you off. They offered him 10 years.
Right.
Because he shot these 2 guys. And because he thought they were fusing the crank. He had awards for being wrestling champion in high school. But he got mixed up with the guys in the crank.
Right.
And so he thought these guys were going to kill him, so he shot these 2 guys. They were the wrong guys, but he didn't kill them. And they offered him 10 years, so at 17, 10 years seems like a lifetime.
Right.
So his lawyer says, I can get you off. Well, he didn't get him off, and they even gave him a 24 years. They gave him a gun enhancement. So that was another 4 years somehow. But then beating that guy in the head with the weight, that took away some good time. So he ended up doing just about the whole 24 years. So I think he should be out pretty soon. Yeah, I'm a musician myself. I'm just waiting until the 1st. I'm going to get my guitar at the pawn shop.
Yeah.
And try to go down there and play some music at the thing. This one prophet lady said I might end up being one of the hottest bass players in Seattle.
Really?
Yeah, I played lead guitar and rhythm, but the bands I played in, I played bass. I almost thought about trying to get into the Kurt Cobain's band when he died, you know, and try to take over.
Right.
You know, I mean, I'm good enough, but I don't have any songs of my own. You know, I ran into some girls that can write songs, and looking for the right girl, you know.
Yeah.
That would be my lady and can write songs like John Lennon and Yoko.
Yeah.
And then, you know, possibly making it that way. Because I'm 48 years old, so my life's most of the way over.
Right, right.
You know, I stabbed myself 8 times when I was 17.
Yeah.
I had 8 holes in my gut, you know.
Yeah.
Painful. Don't ever stab yourself in your guts if you want to commit suicide.
Yeah.
My mother's father committed suicide when I was 3. New Year's Eve, 1959, he committed suicide. He got on a chair in the shanty
Yeah.
and put a noose around his neck and opened a double-barrel shotgun on himself in the chest, knocked him off the chair, and then he hung. She was running around on him, and some guy, he co-signed a $5,000 note for this guy. So back then, that's a lot of money.
Right.
That was probably $50,000 today,
Right.
not more. So he figured if he offed himself, that would pay off the loan and pay off all the bills, and
I'll see you, buddy.
still have
Bye,
some
man.
for his mother, still have some left for his wife, and she remarried this guy, and after 3 months he died and left her $45,000.
Right.
So she went around, took a trip around, you know, kind of around the world, came to visit us in Hawaii, gave me $600, and then she died, went back home to Pennsylvania and died.
Your great fortune is going to be high up somewhere. And that's it.
That sounds cool.
Your curiosity is what will bring you to your great fortune the quickest.
Oh yeah?
Yep. There is a spirit who wants to talk to you, and it has to do with a great fortune that you probably already know some things about. That's it.